everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be judging books by their opening lines. I saw Jack Edwards or Jack in the Books do this a couple of times and it seems really fun. So I have a very random assortment of books here. I think I have 9 books. Yes, these are the 9 books that I'm going to be judging their opening lines. They're all different genres. I have a thriller, I have some fantasy, I have some like dark academia. Like I just picked random books off of my shelf and we're just gonna see how it goes. So the first book that I have here is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn, and the opening line is, let me see, where's the actual first chapter, or the first line. When I think of my wife, I always think of her head. Okay, so I'm gonna read like 2 more lines because that wasn't the best. So it goes, when I think of my wife, I always think of her head, the shape of it to begin with. The very first time I saw her, it was the back of the head I saw, and there was something lovely about it, the angles of it. This is gonna be at the bottom for now because that's very unsettling, but also it's kind of the point because, like, you know, it's Gone Girl, so like it fits the vibe of the book, but I don't like that as an opening line, so I'm going to put that at the bottom. Also, be sure to leave your ranking for all of these opening lines down below because I'd be very interested to see what you guys think about these opening lines. Next, I have The Shadow of the Wind. And the first line says, where's the first chapter? Okay, here it is. I still remember the day my father took me to the cemetery of forgotten books for the first time. Okay. This one's definitely better than Gone Girl. Next up, I have Piranesi by Susanna Clark. This is such a random assortment of books. I literally don't know what I was thinking. Like, these are the most random books that I could have picked to do this for, but, you know, why not? Okay, so there's like this little heading thing, and then there's this under it. So I don't know what would technically qualify as the first line, but I'm just gonna assume that it's this top part here. So it says, when the moon rose in the 3rd northern hall, I went to the 9th vestibule. Okay, I'm not going to go off of that little heading because I don't think that really counts. So I'm going to go off of the actual first line, which is, when the moon rose in the 3rd northern hall, I went to the 9th vestibule to witness the joining of 3 tides. Interesting, but yeah, I don't think I like that one, but do I like it more than Gone Girl? I think I like the one for Gone Girl more, actually, because it's kind of like unsettling and very intriguing, whereas Piranesi was just like, okay. So yeah, that's what we got so far. Next I have A Magic Steeped in Poison. I love the cover for this book, and the first sentence says, which one's the first sentence? Because there's this little like section here and then there's this part here. So I don't know what's technically the first sentence, but I'm gonna assume it's this one up here. And it says, they say you can spot a true Shanongshi by their hands. Palms colored by the stain of the earth, fingertips scarred from thorns, a permanent crust of soil and blood darkening the crescents of their nails. I'm going to keep reading because this little beginning section is really good. So after that it says, I used to look at my hands with pride. Now all I can think is, these are the hands that buried my mother. That is a very good opening line. So I think that one, I'm going to put it at the top because I really like that one. Next I have Scythe by Neil Shusterman. My friend Megan read this recently and she gave it 5 stars, which is unheard of for her. So I'm really interested to see what the first line of this one is going to be, because I've also had this on my TBR for like years. I've just never read it. What's the first sentence? Because there's this, why did I pick these? So there's this like kind of like journal entry here, and then this is the first chapter. I'm gonna go for the first chapter, because that's just like a journal entry type thing, so I'm gonna go on the first chapter, which says, the scythe arrived late on a cold November afternoon. Okay. I'm gonna read the next line, which says, Stitcher was at the dining room table slaving over a particularly difficult algebra problem, shuffling variables unable to solve for x or y when this new and far more pernicious variable entered her life's equation. So I don't really like that one, but do I like it more than piranesi? Because I didn't like the one for piranesi either. But I also didn't like this one, so I don't know which one I don't like the least as far as like my ranking. I really don't know where to put this one. I think I'm gonna put it all the way at the bottom, just because like algebra homework, don't really care for that. The next book that I have is Daughter of the Moon Goddess, and the opening line for this one says, there are many legends about my mother. I'm gonna read another sentence because I feel like that's not fair. Some say she betrayed her husband, a great immortal warrior, stealing his elixir of immortality to become a goddess. Okay, that one's really intriguing. Like, girl boss, exactly. So I'm gonna put this one at the top above A Magic Seep and Poison. We only have 3 more books left, so I have Caraval by Stephanie Garber. This is such a random combination of books. Like, yeah, this is very random. This is the first line. Like, that's literally all it says. It says, it took 7 years to get the letter right. And then there's letters on the next page. Okay, this is... oh, there's more letters. There's a lot of letters. Oh, it's a lot of letters. And then this is chapter 2. Yeah. I honestly think I'm just gonna put this all the way at the bottom. No. Scythe and Caraval were equally as bad, but Scythe wasn't as bad as literally just one sentence on the first page. So I think Caraval is gonna go all the way at the bottom. Oh god. This, okay, that was scary. Okay, then I have Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. And the opening line for this one says, oh, the prologue, okay. So the first line of the prologue says, by the time Alex managed to get the blood out of her good wool coat, it was too warm to wear it. Okay, I really like that one. So it's definitely gonna go at the top. I really like this one a lot, but do I like it more than Daughter of the Moon Goddess? Because Daughter of the Moon Goddess was very gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. But so was this one, kind of. I think I like Daughter of the Moon Goddess just a little bit more. So I'm going to put Ninth House under Daughter of the Moon Goddess. And the last book that I have is We Hunt the Flame. And I think I've already read the opening line for this one a couple of times before because I've seen it on like Instagram and stuff, I think. Yep. The opening line is, people lived because she killed. That line. Oh my god, that line is so good. And then the chapter 2, this isn't part of the video, but the chapter 2 opening line is, people died because he lived. I love those opening lines so much. I cheated a little bit by looking at chapter 2, but like just the one for chapter 1 was also so good. But I don't know if I like it more than Daughter of the Moon Goddess, because Daughter of the Moon Goddess was also really good. I'm gonna put this one at the top, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this at the top. And yeah, I think I feel good about that decision. So from top to bottom, oh god, oh god, oh god, this is a mistake. But from top to bottom, these are the order that I am ranking them in, with We Hunt the Flame being the best, and whatever's at the bottom, I think it's Caraval, being the worst. This is very heavy. I'm gonna put this down. So those are my rankings for all of these opening lines. This was a lot of fun, and I definitely have some books on my radar now, like We Hunt the Flame, Daughter of the Moon Goddess, and Ninth House. Like, those opening lines have me really intrigued, so I might bump those up my TBR and read them soon. Like, especially We Hunt the Flame. Like, I've been wanting to read that book for so long, and just every time I think about those opening lines, like, my brain just short circuits. Like, I love that juxtaposition, I think, between those two characters. So let me know in the comments down below how you would rank all of these books, like if we have similar rankings or if your rankings are very different from mine, because I'd be very interested to see how you guys felt about these opening lines. But yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!